Welcome to Hiring America, the television series that helps military veterans find jobs and meaningful careers. I'm Lauren Wanko. Today we're doing something different, dedicating our show to the Commonwealth of Virginia. Their governor, Terry McAuliffe, has made it his mission to help veterans find employment and eradicate veteran homelessness. Their success has been tremendous. USA Today rated Virginia Beach as the #1 best city for veterans to live in the nation, while Alexandria and Arlington, Virginia were rated #1 and 2 for medium-sized cities. So why are so many Virginia cities favorable to veterans? The median income and veteran unemployment rates are as low as 0.4% in some areas. Virginia's economy is also spurred by a high population of military bases, some of which are the most well-known and well-kept in the world, such as the Pentagon and Arlington Cemetery. There are also so many non-military federal government contractors, and there are thriving entrepreneurs and startups in every industry imaginable. Besides offering great career opportunities, there are 1 million activities in Virginia to attract veterans. There are also community service activities going on, and no matter where you are in the state, you're never too far from the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains or the Eastern Shore and the wide range of Virginia beaches. The Commonwealth of Virginia is on a mission to be the best state in the nation for veterans to work and live. So watch and learn how Virginia values veterans.
When this administration came into office in January 2014, my direction from Governor McAuliffe was pretty simple. He said, "Admiral, I want you to take that team and we're going to make Virginia the most veteran-friendly state in the nation." So this is the guy who has put it into place for us. And it's easy to understand why. He's the son of a World War II Army veteran who saw service in the Bitter Island campaigns in the Pacific. And he watched his dad come home from World War II. He saw what it meant to his father and his father's fellow veterans, what happened with them with the GI Bill that was passed in 1944, and the opportunities that bill opened up for those veterans. And then what those veterans did for the economy of the country. They fueled the greatest economic expansion in the history of this nation. And he saw that he could do that in Virginia as he was building the new Virginia economy.
John Harvey is Virginia's Secretary of Veterans and Defense Affairs and a retired U.S. Navy admiral. He's responsible for the oversight of all veterans-related issues within the Commonwealth, and also for ensuring a productive relationship with military services and the Department of Defense. He joins us now at a Virginia Values Veterans Hiring Fair in Richmond. Thanks for being with us on Hiring America.
Oh, it's great to be here with you.
Why is it so important for the state of Virginia to ensure that veterans are coming here to live and work?
Well, listen, this is a story of demographics. Virginia has the fastest growing veterans population in the United States. We have the largest percentage of female veterans in the United States. We have the largest percentage of veterans under the age of 28 in the United States. And we have the largest percentage of veterans in the workforce in the United States. So when you look at all that, an incredible growing population of amazing talent, skills, and abilities, these veterans coming to Virginia, if we can capture them and bring them into our workforce, will be a huge competitive advantage for the Commonwealth as we move forward in the future.
How are your veteran hiring initiatives stimulating the economy here in Virginia?
Governor McAuliffe came in committed to building a new Virginia economy. Virginia is #1 in the receipt of federal dollars. So when the federal government gets a cold, Virginia gets pneumonia. So we want to move off and get the new economy rolling. The veterans are going to be the core of that workforce for the new Virginia economy.
What kind of programs do you offer veterans to ensure that they do want to come here to live and work?
Well, we have an array of programs that work across the big three for Virginia. It's education, employment opportunities, and health care. And so we see ourselves as providing a tremendous resource to them to help them get transitioned out of the service intelligently with their family, get into Virginia with meaningful employment, or if they want to get on that economic opportunity escalator that's called the world's greatest community college system, then they can do that as well. And we have great schools here. We're traditionally and continually rating the tops in terms of our students' performance. So when you look at quality of life, the ability to work in a meaningful way and provide a future for yourself and your family, I think Virginia's at the top of the list.
What is your recommendation for a veteran interested in maybe relocating to Virginia? What's the first step for them?
The first step is you go to the Department of Veteran Services website. All our veterans programs to help out on getting a job, how we can come in and how we contact you with our Veterans Transition Assistance Program and find the right place for you. We do retail service, we do wholesale service. But get in contact with our DVS, Department of Veterans Services, and we'll take it from there.
What opportunities are available for veterans interested in starting their own business here in the state?
In Virginia, we have two centers, both in the Northern Virginia and Alexandria, associated with George Mason University, and down associated with Old Dominion University, our association with the Small Business Administration. And we put in legislation for this coming General Assembly session that will offer us the ability to continue to pay grants for a pilot program to directly fund veteran entrepreneurs who are interested in starting their own business. In a previous session, we also got permission to start a pilot program that offers grants to employers in small businesses who hire a veteran. So this is just an inducement to them to go that extra step to find that qualified veteran and bring them into the workforce. So our V3 grant program is what we call it. So we're after the entrepreneurial spirit that exists in so many of our veterans, and we think we can help them find fulfilling employment opportunities and their own careers that so many of them want to have.
You're also tackling the issue of veteran homelessness. How are you going about doing that?
Virginia was the first state in the nation to functionally end veterans' homelessness. And how did we do this? We formed partnerships with faith-based organizations, civic organizations, towns, cities, Department of Housing and Development, Department of Veterans Affairs, getting housing grants. We put it all together and put the veteran at the center of that process. Since we started in the fall of 2014, we've housed over 2,500 homeless veterans in Virginia. And that just doesn't mean 30 days and then good luck with something else. This means they are housed in safe and secure housing, and we are working on the issues that cause the homelessness to begin with. It's a tremendous, tremendous success story. I'm so proud to be part of it. And Governor McAuliffe, again, with his commitment, was the one who kicked it off and got us going.
What do you think are some of the biggest issues facing veterans here in Virginia and throughout the country right now?
Well, right now, I think throughout the country, one of the bigger issues is the responsiveness and performance of the Veterans Administration writ large. So in Virginia, what we did was reinvent our Department of Veterans Services to be sure that we are able to take our veterans and help them work with the VA on their claims issues, whether it's medical issues or compensation issues. So we have experts around the state who will help guide them through a very difficult, very convoluted, very bureaucratic process that can take an awful long time. So we can shortcut those processes and get them to a successful outcome a lot sooner. I also think the image of the veteran is a really important thing to discuss. Too often in the media, the image is one of a PTSD addled time bomb waiting to go off, who's waiting for charity from someone who can't make it on their own. Virginia's veterans are not like that. The vast majority of our veterans are extraordinary young men and women who come out of the service proud of their service, stronger for their service, ready to contribute to their communities, ready to make their lives in our communities with their families. And they're just looking for an opportunity to excel, just like they did in the military. And so that's what we're doing in Virginia, is give them those opportunities and they do the rest.
Why does this all matter to you so much?
I spent 39 and a half years in the United States Navy in my first career. And when I retired, I had no idea what I was going to do or where I was going to do it. And I was very surprised when Governor McAuliffe called me and we had a long chat about what he wanted to do for veterans. And I didn't know Governor McAuliffe at all before this, but he was incredibly sincere. He spoke about what his commitment was and what the state's commitment was, and he asked me to be a part of it. And it was an opportunity to give back after a long time on the other side, and maybe the veterans piece, I could learn about it and do something useful. Well, the past 3 years have just been incredibly interesting and incredibly rewarding for me.